Bro. Yeah, bro, you ain't gotta like nobody, but you gotta tolerate them. Because when you start showing too much dislike, people start to you start to lash out. Don't lash out on these people, bro. Don't lash out, bro. I'm telling you, man. You ain't gotta like them. You just gotta tolerate them. You ain't gotta like them, but you just gotta tolerate them, bro. Yeah, you gotta tolerate them. I'm telling you. That's what I'm like, bro. Just stand still and get what you gotta get. Because you know you're gonna have some opposition, but they're passing by, bro. We're just passing by. But you know how the game go, bro. Hold on, I can't see you. You just gotta know how the game go, how the enemy work. That's why it's like, yeah, just keep going, just keep passing through. Just keep passing through, bro. Just keep passing through. I had some shit on when I went to sleep. Yeah, I'm in here just to drop the video, bro. I'm getting out of here. It's too nice outside. It's too nice outside to be up in here. But I can guarantee you that whenever you got the devil like this coming at you, bro, you finna get something, bro. And this is just confirmation. My hat all fucked up. Yeah, bro, you finna get what you get. Because I know how the devil work, bro. The devil would just crack a dawn. The devil will come at you, bro, and it work through people. Yeah, the devil works through people, man, and that lets you know your progress. That lets you know you're somewhere, bro. If you ain't got no type of pressure, if you don't have nothing coming at you, you don't know where you at in life. But if you got a little bit of pressure, you got a little bit of opposition, that lets you know everything. Like I said, you ain't gotta like them, but just tolerate them. You ain't gotta like them, though. You just gotta tolerate them. You're not like a hater or like somebody fake. You're not trying to be their friend, but you just gotta tolerate certain people, you know? You ain't gotta like them, though. Disrespect them, but you ain't gotta like them to where you kissing their butt, you know what I mean? But you do gotta have your, you gotta be an adult. I learned that in my life, bro. You just gotta be an adult. Be an adult, bro. Don't be a kid about nothing. You know, don't be a kid about nothing. Don't be petty. Just be an adult about certain things. That's what I learned, bro. Don't put your emotions in nothing. Yeah, don't put your emotions in nothing. Just do what you gotta do, bro. Especially when you passing by through this. You passing by in these type of dense places, like, you know what I'm saying? Just passing through and you got somebody you just can't stand. Just tolerate them, bro. Don't let nobody mess up your frequency, bro. Just stay in your vibration, bro. 9 times out of 10, that person they're not wrapped around too tight. 9 times out of 10, they're not wrapped around too tight, nephew. You just gotta pass them by. Don't get entangled with your reality, bro. They said not to stand still like, oh, mama, just stand here. No. It's a certain type of posture you got. Don't do too much. Don't do too much right now, bro. Don't force it. That's what I'm learning right now. I'm like, I ain't gotta do shit. I ain't gotta do nothing, bro. I ain't gotta do nothing. I did what I did. That's what they say, stand still and receive for the ones that did put in the work. Because not everybody gonna get nothing. They're just entitled. Yeah, you're not gonna get nothing, bro. You just like your haters, bro. People that got entitlement issues, bro. They're not gonna get nothing. You didn't do no type of work. You didn't do no work to get where you trying to go, bro. But you actually put in the work. You actually gonna get what you gonna get. But you gotta be patient. That's what they say, stand still and receive. They're not just saying stand in one place. They're not saying that. It's a posture, bro. It's your posture. So just do what you gotta do and get out of there, bro. Cause things naturally come to you Yeah, things naturally come to you, bro. You just gotta keep your faith up, bro. I don't. That's what to be happening with the enemy, and how the devil work. They try to beat you out of your faith, bro. They try to beat the living crap out of your faith, so you don't get on your path. So you take a detour, and then that detour like it messes up your momentum, bro. That's why you really gotta. Nothing's more important than alignment. Nothing's more important than alignment right now, bro. Nothing. Not no beer, not no brew, not no place, not no habit. Nothing is more important than alignment. Alignment is the first thing you go towards. Alignment is the first thing you go towards, bro. Because if you think about it, what is important? What is more important than that? Nothing is out here that is worth nothing, bro. This world, this fake stuff that look, this plastic world, bro, it ain't worth it, bro. Nah. You stay in alignment, bro. That's what really be taking us out. It's like, the divine be waiting on us to get our stuff together, bro. The divine be really trying to get us in alignment, bro. It's just not worth it. And I don't care if that's what that warfare, the great mother will not let everything hit you, bro. But she'll test you, bro. See, do you know what's what and what's not? You know what I mean? And she'll let things happen for a little bit. And then she'll pull you out of it. And you'll be like, that's not you. That's not you, bro. Yeah, you got to think. You could be in the trenches. Next thing you know, your thoughts change. Next thing you know, you go do that. That'd be warfare, bro. That'd be warfare, bro. I peeped that a long time ago. I'm like, wait a minute. You got to think. People don't just be trying to send the same things. People be sending you to do these habits and weird stuff. And that'd be the devil, bro. That'd be the devil. That'd be the people doing that spell work. And it's subtle. This spell work is subtle. It's not too blatant. It's not too blatant, bro. Like it's not too up in front of you like malicious. No, it'll be deadly by going just to a familiar place. Like my man said, what that dude say, church living. I shout out to that dude. He looked like a lion, low key. That dude. Yeah, bro, familiar places, familiar things. They get you like that. That's why I'm like, man, nothing's more enticing than alignment, bro. I don't care how hard it get, bro. There's many prophets, there's many people that went through the wilderness, bro. And then when you get out the wilderness, and what they say, if you look at it and how they put it, you're delivering. When it's time for you to jump off the porch, bro, you got a whole empire, bro. You just got to get through the mud, because once you get through the mud, the divine will use you as she'll use you as an example. That's basically what she's doing out here. For her divine being, she's using us as an example. And she's using us as an example. Like, yeah, you ain't gotta, you ain't gotta get mad at him or nothing. It's just how the cookie crumble, man. It's how the cookie crumble, bro. It sucks sometimes because you be wanting certain things, but you just gotta look around you, bro. Nobody can kill you. Nobody can mess your joy up. Nobody can really get to you, because she'll use things. She'll use things, bro. She'll use things. That's all she'll do. She'll use things to build you up, bro. I mean, goddamn, man. Even the distractions, even everything, like it'll get to a point where she'll let you go off on the other path for a little bit. She'll let you see how fruitless that is, and then she'll send you right back to her, man. That's the divine. She'll send you right back to him. Like, you're not, that path ain't for you. That path ain't for you, bro. I realize that. She'll do that. She'll do that, bro. She'll let you veer off in another path, and then she'll pull you straight back because you know, she gonna get your alignment that messed up to where you out of here and then you stuck. She'll let you see what that bear, and it ain't nothing. And there's nothing there, bro. And you don't get what you going in that old stuff. You don't get it. You don't get where you going. You don't get where you're getting dealing with them type of people. You don't get where you're going by going tit for tat. I learned that, bro. I don't go tit for tat with people, bro. If it's not life or death, I'm not fighting you, bro. I learned non-confrontation because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm capable of. If you ain't trying to bully me, alright, bro. If you ain't on nothing, if you trying to disrespect me and it's like some blatant, it's like, whoa, bro. I'm gonna have to put you in your place, cause you tweaking, dude. If it ain't no, you know what I mean? You know, some people out here, you gotta put them in their place, folks. But you got some people that just trying to get a rise out of you. So you really gotta read the room. You really gotta read the room when you're dealing with people. But for the most part, non-confrontation, like it's not life or death, bro. I'm not gonna lower my energy to make you to validate your emotions. That's what they want. They want you to lower your frequency to validate their emotions, and that's just not worth it. You're not even on the same type of level. You're on another dimension. But they need light. That's how you can feed on somebody light. It's trying to put them in arguments and confrontation. And then you going back and forth with them, man. That's why you really got to stay in your own bubble. You know, a lot of people out here are miserable, man. That's why I kind of stay away from people, bro. You don't see me hanging out with people, bro. I'm always by myself, bro, because I know how the game goes. A lot of people ain't happy. A lot of people ain't happy out here, man. You know that, bro, and you know this is a cruel world. It's a cruel world, bro. Not everybody in it cruel and mean, but it's a cruel world. People can't get past certain things. Like, I can get past certain things, but certain people can't get past certain things that make them bitter, make them evil. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because not everybody like you, bro. Not everybody got a good heart. Not everybody got a sane mind. Not everybody got peace. Not everybody got that, bro. So you got a gift with you, bro. During these times, that's rare to have. As crazy as that may sound, bro, it's rare to have that type of stuff out here, man. Peace and joy and tranquility, just upright, up front. You ain't gotta pop no pill. You ain't gotta smoke no weed. You ain't gotta have nobody around you. You ain't gotta bump and grind. You just out here with that. That's a gift. You gotta look. That's a gift, man. That's a gift. Yeah, that's a gift. So just look at it for what it is, man, and you protect it. You don't let nobody get in that. That's your alignment, bro. Your joy, your peace, your tranquility, that's a part of your alignment. You don't let nothing get in the way with that, bro. You don't let nothing get in the way. I don't care what happens, bro. Because you when you're on the path, the Great Mother always gonna make sure you have an abundance of that. Because you got people out here, they can have more than you, bro, but they have suicidal thoughts. They don't like themselves. You know, they don't treat themselves that good. But they have more than you, but so that's why it don't matter what you got. It matters what you got within your being. Because I know people, rich people, what you call rich. They getting BBLs, they getting plastic surgery. They don't love themselves, bro. They really don't. You should not have to stick butt injections for you to love yourself, bro. What kind of stuff is that? Why are you sticking stuff in your butt? First of all. Like, you ain't got to do none of them type of injections, bro. You don't have to do that. What kind of stuff is that? That's like me. That's like me putting something in my butt, bro. What the heck? I'm not going to do that for who? Who you doing that for, bro? People be doing stuff for other people, bro. That's how you know you don't love yourself. You're looking for validation. You're looking for people to like you because you don't like yourself. You're trying to convince other people to like you, but you don't even like your own goddamn body. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You're never going to get true love because you're not a reflection of love. You don't even like yourself. You can't even tolerate yourself. You're trying to change your body. You better love every part of yourself, Phil. The good parts and the bad parts. That's how I am, bro. I love every bit of myself, bro. The good, the bad, the ugly. Because at the end of the day, I'm left with me, bro. I don't, you know what I mean? I love myself, bro. I love the hell out of myself, bro. That's why you ain't gonna never see me in a bad state of mind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You might. I'm in a mission right now. So yeah, the mission is heavy sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. But I'm never gonna give up on myself where I'm mad and I'm bitter to the world, bro. That's why they really attack me. Cause my heart space, you know, you wouldn't even think I've been through the stuff I've been through, bro. It's just it is what it is, man. I don't even want to talk like, oh, I'm gonna bring it up like I'm on sympathy, but you know, and the dude been around, boy. Dude been around. That's all I can say. And just to have the type of heart I got, you wouldn't even think I've been through that weird stuff. You wouldn't even think that stuff happened. But it did happen, man. I'm not traumatized, but it happened. It is what it is, you know? I'm not mad at it, but it made me who I am today. I'm still waiting on my justice a little bit, but I know the great mother ain't finna let him off the hook. You ain't finna mess with a chosen one. You ain't finna steal my stuff. You ain't finna attempt to take me out and get away with it. You know? So I know they gonna get their karma, bro. There's a lot of people that's on my list to get karma, bro. And I'm tired of, and I could go in the spirit realm and I could do this and I could do that. But the great mother just said, just worry about you right now. until my papa, one of my spiritual fathers, if he tell me to, put the belt on him, I'll put the belt on him. Cause I'm a dealer. I'm a skeleton dealer. I can meet you at the crossroads and see what you got going. So give you your karma. But he said for the most part, just stay focused on you. So that's what we doing. I'm not really out here caring about what people got going on, bro. That's just not who I am. That's not who I am. And that's what I'm like, bro. Just stand still, man. Like, it's a posture. Don't just stand still, if you know what I'm saying. No, move around, man. Move around, meaning like, the divine is guiding us places, bro. And 10 times out of 10, bro, for my divine ones, you're getting out of your goddamn hometown, bro. But you don't have to fight it. It's like things that only the great mother can do for you, she's going to do for you. Because, bro, I'm not going to lie. There's no other way for me to get out of here but the great mother. I can't force a way out of here, bro. Because I know the great mother, man, it's like you've been walking with her, you know how she is. You know she got a path for you, bro. So you kind of got to wait until that path open up. It sucks. But I got to admit, I've been evolving throughout this journey. It's not like I stand still and I don't elevate on the spiritual realm. So I know that's because of the great mother. So I kind of got to do it her way, Because in order for me to get everything, you got to do it her way, bro. You got to do it the divine way. Because you will get everything you were supposed to get. You can't go out here and try to do it yourself. You can't go out here and try to hit a shortcut real quick, but still align to the divine road. No, you got to do it her way or the highway, man. And I know that. So I'm like, great mother, you're the only one. You're the only one, Mom. You're the only one that can get me out of this type of situation. So no matter what comes my way, I know it's a part of the path because I know the great mother. Dude, you know how many people been trying to kill me, bro? And nobody can do it? You know how many people that's, did some crazy stuff, bro. They be doing a whole bunch of magic on me, bro. This whole town messed up. Just remember, I'm in my hometown. So, there ain't no love for me here, bro. But I'm still here kicking. I'm still in here managing. That's the great mother, man. That's why you kind of got to do it her way, bro. You got to do it her way, bro. You got to, because nothing going to happen to you. You know the great mother not going to let her children that's actually doing something for her, she ain't going to let nothing happen to you, bro. I promise you that. I'm the walking example, boy. Come on now, bro. I'm a walking example, man. Dude, I don't care how long we've been in the wilderness. I've been in war. I'm not trying to toot my horn, bro, but I've been at war for a couple of years to the enemy and the devil. Like, yeah, it may not look like war to you, bro, but we've been at war. It's light versus dark. It's good versus evil. Like, I represent the divine. Like, I'm a divine conduit. So my light shine bright. So I've been going at war, bro, with this whole city, with the whole goddamn evil population of the world for a few years, ever since I was a kid. And nobody's been able to take me out. They've been trying to take me out since I was a kid, man. There was a point in time I stopped breathing. I think they would beat me when I was a kid and it made me stop breathing or something, bro. Because I was on a breathing machine and that wasn't even my parents. And my light was bright back then, bro. They drowned me. They did a whole bunch, bro. And I'm still here today, man. That's what I'm like, bro. They can't touch me. What they say? Touch not my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Leave that guy alone. That's what that means. Leave him alone. That's my child. That's the great mother. She's like, don't touch my children. Don't touch my children. You could touch Pookie and Ray Ray. But don't touch my prophets. Don't touch my chosen children. Don't touch them. Don't touch my godly children now. You leave them alone. They don't listen. And I'm telling you, bro, ain't nothing gonna happen to you because some of our missions, I wouldn't say it's bigger than others, but it holds more space. Because I feel like all the divine children missions are valid. I don't look at it like big or small, bro, but some of ours hold a little bit more space. And it may get tough on the road, bro, but you gotta think, man. She wouldn't have gave it to you if it wasn't for you, man. She wouldn't have gave it to you, bro. You can't look at it at a linear form, like you can't look at it too concrete. You can't, man. You can't lean on your own understanding when you're going through the mud. When you're going through the phases, when you're going through the shit, because the great mother not just finna throw you in something that you can't get out of, bro. Trust me. I've been in weird situations. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my horn though, but it was about a 10% chance of living. But for some reason, I got 90%. It's like a 10% chance of not living if I end up taking myself out, which I never have those suicidal thoughts. I don't. Life can't beat me up to where I want to take myself out, bro. That don't even make sense. But I will make. This is how I wouldn't say I would, but it's a divine. They would make it. They would make a tough choice. They would make a hard situation, make it manageable. Like, all right, you got a 0.1 chance of getting out of this, but the divine is going to get you out of it. The divine is going to get you out of it. Don't know how, but they will. There's been plenty of times I'm like, dude, how the hell am I going to make it out of this, bro? But for some reason, I wiggle my way out of it. That's because you're on your divine path, bro. Your great mother will not let nobody touch you, man. She will not let nobody touch you. So just, I don't care how hard it is, bro, because some people are on different phases. Some people are on different phases, bro. And for those people that are walking it and it's getting a little rough, bro, you just gotta stand in that. Don't bag away from the enemy, man. You gotta keep pressing them. You gotta keep walking, man. You can't let that stuff get to you. Just keep walking. Keep going, bro. Don't give up. And then the ones that's been on that path, bro, you got the t-shirt like 10 times. You got the t-shirt. You got the souvenir. You know. You got the brochures. Not the one brochure. You got like 5 brochures. Them type of people. You are a conduit for the divine. Meaning you are a representation. You know the great mother finna do her magic. We don't want to say too much. But she'll make it to where this situation will only take a motherfucking miracle. And I don't like to use the biblical terms of divinity, like do good or you go to hell. That's not, we step away because don't get it twisted. The divine is real, but that concrete, restrictive Christianity, that is not divinity, bro. Those are rules to get you to, they're just rules, bro, restriction. But there's people that can connect to God using that stuff, but you can tell that they got that God in them, though. Like, some people can do it. And that's just the way till they connect. But some people that, no, bro, you too rigid with it. Even those people that use it, they're not rigid, bro. They're not rigid. I look at this person, bro, even though he's saying that, but I know he connected because he on point. You know, the great mother would be through, she'll use anything so you to get to her. You know, she'll use a situation. You literally use hardship just so you can make your way back to the great mother, back to the divine. So she'll use anything to get you to her, bro. So she'll use that God shit, that Jesus shit so you can get to her. Yes. And she will, bro. But some of that stuff, if you look at it too concrete and too rigid, there's no divinity in that, man. And that's what a lot of people do. Like my people, bro, they love that damn Bible. They'll whoop your head with that goddamn Bible, folks. I'm not talking about my family, but my people, if you know what I'm saying. They love that goddamn Bible, and they're too rigid with it. But I got some of my people, but they're not rigid at all. They're universal with it. They tap in with situations and utilize the Bible. I'm like, there we go. That's how you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to look at it too concrete. You got to look at the metaphysics of it. You know what I'm saying? And those are the type of people that are connected, you know, regardless if they're utilizing that book or not. There's a couple people that I know that I follow that I'm like, dude, you're on point, bro. I don't care what you're saying. I can tell you got that in. I can tell Big Mama is cloaking herself behind that. You can tell, bro. You can tell. You can tell. You can tell, bro. That's why you should never judge nobody about what their beliefs are, because they can still connect to the divine no matter what they use, bro. Like, yeah, bro. They still connect to the one. They can still connect to the one, so don't judge nobody, bro, on how they perceive things, but you know they're connected. You know they got that light. They're not going to be divine. They're people that don't have no light, they're not divine, bro. They're not divine. If you got somebody, even a Muslim, you got a Muslim, you got a Hindu, you got a Christian, but they got that undeniable light, bro. You know they're connected, bro. And they're not out here recycling people's energy. They're not sucking people's energy out of their body. Bro, they got that divinity in them. You want to take a note. You want to listen to what they got to tell you, bro. I think two people are, they judgmental, man. They're judgmental, bro. To where they don't even take the message. They're shooting the messenger before they get the message. So you just got to realize, bro, it ain't what their beliefs are. It's what you feel from them. And some people got that divinity straight up. So that's what you want to get from that person, bro. You want to learn a little bit. You want to learn whatever they say. Like, hey, man, let me pull some game from this person, bro. Let me see what they got to, you know what I mean? You know, because don't get it twisted. The great mother, it's the great mother. I'm not trying to throw my belief, but yo, man, they try to get rid of the great mother because they don't want us to connect. They literally sitting on back. Man, we ain't gonna say too much, but we used to have women that used to run this bitch. And then, not just any type of woman, bro. No, you don't just get a toxic female and then she run the world. That's not how it goes. You see the men do that. But I'm talking about women. There's a reason why women get attacked. There's a reason why they be trying to get women wombs and stuff, bro. Because they don't like the great mother. They don't like the great mother, bro. There's plenty of artifacts and this, that, and the third to let you know, the great mother is real, bro. But they got rid of that stuff. They got rid of that stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. Like, yeah, you don't really hear much about the Great Mother until you go far back in our ancient times with on the walls and stuff. But you get this stuff, they make it a masculine god because they love that, you know, they love their $1.50, if you know what I'm saying, you know, that they don't like the universe. They don't like the universe aspects of the woman, if you know what I'm saying. That's how you know that's the great mother, because the great mother is the womb. That, you know, you got $1.50 out here. You can't. There's not. If you are a divine primordial being, you got creative universal aspects, but it ain't nothing like a woman. A woman got a portal in her goddamn stomach. A real woman, right? So come on, man. You know that's a connection to the great mother, man. Come on, quit playing with me, bro. Quit playing with me. Come on, man. That's how you know God a woman, because you just look what. Come on, man. It's just not hard to see. There's a reason why they got rid of the great mother and what she was about. There's a reason for that. She's still here, but there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. So it is what it is.
And just a heads up, my play lane is closed. Y'all can stay anywhere you are.
I'm not, it is what it is, though. He said, what a schizophrenic. Hey, bro, I love you, man. I got to get rid of you, bro, because I just don't have time to go tit for tat. I love you, though. I love you, brother. But you got to get off my channel. But like I said, bro, you got to look at the people that got the message. Don't shoot the messenger. You see how he shot the messenger? He just shot the messenger. He's trying to get me to. I'm like, dude, I don't go tit for tat with people, bro. I'm like, hey, man. I'm like, hey, dude, I pray for you, bro, but I'm not going to pray for you. That's just what I say. Like, I don't pray for nobody that's on BS. I don't pray for people like that, bro. I pray for people that's in them trenches, bro, that's losing faith. I don't pray for my enemies, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm a war general. I'm one of them OGs, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them OGs. Like, we don't pray for our enemies. Yeah, bro, I don't pray for my enemies, bro. Unfortunately, I kind of just let people be. Like, I leave it to the great mother to see how she gonna do them. But I don't pray for my enemies, bro. Because you might not have a soul. Why am I praying for somebody that ain't got a soul? Come on, man. I kind of like, I don't want to flip the switch on them, on that spiritual realm. Because, boy, I'm a mug on that spiritual realm. But that might be her. I just don't want to talk about that. We ain't got to explain why I'm relentless on certain things. It is what it is. But, look at these people, bro. Don't shoot the messenger. They're shooting the messenger, bro. I literally just talked about it. These people are just shooting the messenger. I'm like, you can shoot the messenger all you want, but it's about the message. Don't worry about me, man. That's why I know you're not meant to receive what I'm saying. You're not receiving what I'm laying down, bro. You're not getting the foundation. Yeah, bro, you really can't. You're not hearing me, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, we all good, bro. I'm just saying, dude, just sit back, bro, and get what you're supposed to get. Because this is your reap what you sow season, man. This is reap what you sow. A lot of people that's been reaping malice, this is self-hate. These are projections. These are unhealed wounds. You're reaping that. You're reaping that. Let's just say you somebody that kept your integrity intact, even when you got smear campaigns, even when you're in the wilderness, even when life just seems like it ain't working, bro. You're gonna reap that back. This is reap what you sow season, buddy. So this is harvest. This is springtime. You know what comes out in the spring? You know what comes out in the spring? Flowers. If you put down flowers, you know what else comes out in the spring? Leaves. If you put down leaves, you feel me? This is what you sown. What do you have you sown throughout those cold months? What you sown? Because you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. And what I love about retrograde, it makes you sit in what you've been putting out. You can't run away from what you did in the past. I know what you did last summer. I know what you did in your past time. You can't run away from your behavior. You can't run away from who you are. And that's why people are trying to get attached to you, just so you can try to do an energy exchange, energy dumping. That's why I don't deal with people, bro. You ain't gonna never see me with a whole bunch of people. Because I know a lot of people ain't who I am. A lot of people ain't good people, man. A lot of people ain't good people, bro. So I gotta stay away from them type of people. You know, I don't care what. And you ain't lonely out here. You would be lonely with a whole bunch of people. Because you know them people ain't you. You know them people don't align the type of, they don't align. They don't got the same core values as you. You just around a whole bunch of nothing. And you will feel more at peace by your goddamn self, because it's real dangerous to be around people that ain't divine. Because there's going to be envy there, bro. You know, you gotta be you gotta fear the divine to be around you. Meaning, like, you gotta feel consequences of doing certain things. Like, these people don't even have that type of moral compass. You know what I mean? Not just be scared of the world, but just certain things you just don't do. There's certain things you just don't do, and these people don't even have a second thought on it. Stay away from those type of people, bro. Yeah, bro, that's how it be, bro. Yeah, bro. No, you telling the truth. You stay away from them people, bro. That's what we talking about. Them people that got that envy, it's because it's coming from you, bro. It could come from anybody else. But this the simple fact that it's coming from you, they don't like it. I stay away from those people, bro. Your family, bro. When you're a divine being, yeah, conscious versus unconscious. You are not lying. Hit that like button for me. But when you're a divine being, the one, bro, you gotta go, bro. You gotta get away from them people, bro. Get away from them people. Get away from them people, bro. Get away from them people, bro. Because, like, come on, man. It's dangerous to be around people like that. It's dangerous to be around people like that, bro. I remember the other day, this dude was talking about, hey, man, your dad, my dad is crazy, bro. My dad is one of the most craziest people in town. And this dude probably got darkness. Like, people with darkness can hang out with people with darkness. But people with light cannot hang around with people with darkness. It doesn't work like that. Like, bro, when I come around, I bring people darkness. The people that ain't good people, I bring their darkness out more and they hate me. It happens all the time. And I'm not talking about no primordial darkness. I'm talking about some evil darkness. This person's not wrapped around too tight. When I come around, I bring that out. They bring up things that they haven't resolved yet. And they don't look at it like, oh, then can't you see your shadows coming up for you to deal with it? But they put more hate on those things that's coming up, and they know that stuff's been highlighted because this person entered the room. But, like, people know that when you come in the room, the energy shifts. Certain people know because they'll see it how it is when you're not there. They'll see it how it is when you do pop up. So they know you are part of that. You are part of that. And so people gonna really hate you even more. People gonna feel some type of way even more, but that's not your problem. Like, I don't make people problems my problem, bro. Like, just because you can't deal with your darkness ain't my issue. Just because you feel some type of way, I'm not gonna make that my problem. That's not my problem, man. My problem is, hey, getting enough strength to get this path done, bro. That's my problem. Because heavy is the head that wear the crown, man. Like, bro, our path is so big, bro. We can't be focusing on these type of people. Our alignment is too precious for us to be going tit for tat with anybody that ain't divine. Like, unless it's life or death. Great Mother gonna give you the strength to take any demon down. But she like, we ain't on that time. We ain't on that type of time right now. Yo, we not on that type of time right now, bro. Like, you know the Great Mother will fight your battles to an extent. To an extent, yes, she will. Especially when you're doing your goddamn hardest. When you're putting your all in your path, you're keeping the right people away, meaning like the bad people, and you're not going tit for tat. You know, the Great Mother will make sure certain magic can never hit you. And when you're making sure you're not putting nothing in your body that's going to lower your connection with the divine, the Great Mother will fight your battles. The divine will fight your battles. So you just got to do your best. You got to do your best, bro. And then all that other stuff, well, it'll ease itself into place. Because alignment means, hey, man, I'm connected. And the divine ain't going to just let anything come at you when you connect it. Unless there's a purpose behind it. You know, because the path, it may not be pleasant, but there's a purpose behind that type of path you're on, bro, because it makes you who you are. It refines you, bro. It brings out who you're supposed to know who you is. Like, dude, I know, man. I know. Like you'll be in the shadow of darkness, death all around you, people dying, but you over there thriving in that stuff. You over there thriving, bro. Like, how is this dude not dead yet? How is this woman not dead yet? It's because, bro, the great mother, man, she's not gonna let nothing happen to you, bro. You just gotta walk that path. Yeah. Yeah, bro. But see, those are the people that are reflecting and they're working with their shadow. That's how you kind of supposed to do it, but you're not going to be everybody's unpaid therapist. Some people, sometimes the divine might sing to somebody. Because that does happen, bro. That does happen. That's the positive side of it. But I'm talking about you got people that they know what pop up when you're around. They know what pop up. It's like anything false in your life, it's reflected in their consciousness. Anything that's not genuine and true, because when you're walking in truth, you're in a mirror to everybody. When you're walking in your truth, you're a mirror to everybody that is either real or fake, no matter if you want it or not. You can't help it. And people are going to hate you even more because you're bringing up things that needs to be addressed. So they're going to hate you even more, bro. They're going to really hate you, bro. It's literally how it goes. It's literally how it goes, bro. It's just, don't take it personal, man. Just be like, all right, bet. This person doesn't know how to deal with themselves. They're not wrapped around too tight, so I'm not going to fight them. I'm not going to fight that fight. That fight's not for me. They're fighting their own darkness. They're fighting with their own darkness. You know what I mean? You just gotta really read people right, bro. You really gotta just sit back and observe. That's what I do, bro. I see how people are. I pay attention to their energy, and I go from there, bro. I can tell when somebody ain't right. I can tell when, we finna have a style clash. We're not gonna mix together. We're not gonna like each other. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I don't like everybody. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. But I'm gonna tolerate you. I'm not gonna hate you, but I'm not gonna like you either. You know what I mean? That's like everybody liking me. I know everybody ain't gonna like me, bro. I don't care. So just don't be sending hate to people. Don't do that. Because that takes a lot of energy to just hate somebody. He said, I tell by the skin color. I'm getting rid of you, bro. You crazy. You sound like... Yeah, you sound crazy, bro. Get rid of people like that. He said, I can tell by skin color. You still on the skin color politics. It ain't the skin color, it's your soul, bro. I know black people that's evil. I know white people that's evil. I know Mexican people that's evil. I know Arabians that are evil. It ain't nothing to do with the color. It ain't nothing to do with the color. It's a lot to do with who you are. It ain't got nothing to do with color. It's who you are as a person, bro. I know white people that are evil. I know black people that are evil. Come on, man. I can tell who evil, bro. Like, motherfucker. Like, you bring out people of darkness, bro. Like, you know who the wicked ones. Like, yeah, when I come around, dude, I usually can see who's the bad people. Like, yeah, you the bad, you the bad. You the good, you the bad. You the good, you the bad. I always do it. I do it every time. I do it every time, man. When your light's that powerful, people can't hide. Their mask falls off, bro. If they're not a good person, their mask is gonna fall off. And that's a blessing. Don't ever think that ain't a blessing, man. That's a blessing. You know what I mean? That is a blessing, bro. People being who they can't, they can't hide who they are. That's a blessing. That ain't a bad thing. You just gotta see them for who they are, and it is what it is. Like, yeah, don't take it personal, bro. It's just that, bro, because you gotta think, bro. This world is a low vibrational planet, and it got all type of stuff funneling through this realm. So you gonna meet some demons, you gonna meet some devils, you gonna meet some reptilians down here. and you know it is what it is, and as long as your light's bright, they can't touch you, bro. And that's why they really attack us, our mental. That's why they really attack our faith. That's why they really attack the surrounding, because they can't extinguish you, bro. They've been trying to extinguish that light. They can't. So they gotta make you give up. They gotta make you question your faith. You know, they gotta make you turn bitter and cold on the world. You know what I mean? But when they can't break you, they can't do nothing with you, bro. Because certain people they can't touch. The great mother is not finna let no devil touch you, bro. She'll get you tested by the devil. But trust me, bro, I've been out here for years. I've been out here consciously on this path for about 6-7 years. Even like I was lukewarm in the beginning, but I was going full-fledged 6 years. I've took my breaks, but I've been on the path probably 6-7 years. Probably even ever since I was in high school, bro. I'm gonna say 10 years because I was making videos back then. Dude, go on my old channel, bro. I'm not gonna talk about it because I got videos I gotta re-upload on there because I was dropping truths, bro. I've been dropping truths, bro. I've been on this path. So I get it. Like, yeah, no, I've been on this path for a minute, man, and nobody was been able to take me out, man. Nobody's been able to take me out. And people been actively trying to take me out. I'm in this hometown. I'm in my hometown. You don't get no love in this place. I don't get no love in this place. So, bro, nobody been able to take me out. There's a reason for that, man. There's a reason for that, bro. It ain't because I know how to. I know how to move. But, dude, the great mother ain't finna let nobody kill me, bro. Especially when I'm walking that path. Come on, man. You ain't finna touch me, dude. You ain't finna touch me, bro. I put that on my life. He said I had people that want to be me and want what they thought I had. Yep. It just would be around us. We be around the wrong people, bro. That's how it be, bro. When you start to see people and stop ignoring red flags, a lot of that can be maneuvered. You just can't. You gotta see envy. You gotta see jealousy. You gotta see them red flags. You gotta see how you feel. And when a great mother turn that notch up, and when them betrayals come, it just strengthens your discernment. It ain't meant for you to. It ain't meant for you to close out. It just meant for you to see better. That stuff is only meant for you to see better, bro. You gotta see better. You know, you don't just think everybody's messed up, because I know not everybody messed up. But your hometown, if you're in your hometown and you're experiencing that, the great mother is never going to let you get no love there. You might find a little bit of love in pockets, but you ain't gonna never get no full love in your hometown. And there's a certain part of that path where the great mother just gonna pull you out because she's seen what she's seen. It's like a boxing fight. But you're in a. I'm not saying you're losing. I don't want to say you're losing, bro. But in terms of boxing, when they throw the towel in, they see what they seen. They got to pull you out the fight. You get to a point where you're on that path and you on the ropes. You on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? When she's seen enough, she throwing in that towel. She pulling you out the fight. The great mother does that to all her divine children. It'll be to a point where she like, I seen what I seen. I made who I believe that they got what they needed from this, and I'm pulling them out the fight. There's only the divine that can guide you, that can give you what you need to get out. So that's what I noticed. And when you're going through that pressure, you go back to the divine. You don't go back to a familiar place. You don't go back to that habit. You don't go back to that no good person. No, you got to go back to the great mother. You got to go back to the divine, bro. Because that's what got us here. They try to make our comfort our God. They try to make our comfort our God, bro. That ain't our God. You know the great mother is a tough mother, bro. You know the great mother is a tough mother. You know the great mother don't play. But she tough loving. She's tough loving, bro. Big mama, you know how Big Mama is, bro. Like yeah, bro. Like I never got mad at her, but I'm not when I was going through it. But it was, man, I'm not even gonna front. Great mother would throw me in some Whew. But I never took it the wrong way. I just tough love. That's just, hey, man, it made me who I am today. It made me who I am today, bro. So I'm not mad at her, but some people, they be refined. They be refined, bro, and they can't take it. And they can't take it, bro. And then they get mad at the divine, bro. There's people that I met, bro. They had some darkness. Boy, I ran away from them people. I seen it. He was telling me, man, he said, God put me in situations, bro. I'm like, bro, that's them refining you, bro. Because they do it to all. She put us to a boot camp, bro. She'll put the called and the chosen in the boot camp. Like, it is what it is. And if you can't make that boot camp, get out of here then. She like, nah, you can't walk that fire. She don't want you. Not in terms like that, bro, but you get what I'm saying, man. You're not finna get the glory. You're not finna get the yellow brick road. I think I'm gonna get rid of 2 weeks without the kids and they lose their mind. I think that's a troll. Get rid of that guy. But yeah, bro. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. That's what I'm like. Don't make your God this external realm. You know that ain't your God. You know who your God is, the divine, man. You know what I'm saying? The creator. The great mother. I go off the great mother. I'm not trying to force you to see how I see it, but I'm talking in my layman terms. Like, yeah, you go to the great mother, bro. You go to the great mother. You don't go to this world for nothing. When you're in tough times, you got to go huddle back in with the mother, bro. Even when she's testing you to see how you move, you know what you connect to. And then you know you connected to the great mother because your heart. You feel her in your heart, bro. Whenever I start crying, it's because of the great mother, bro. I'm like, oh, man, the great mother's here, man. Because I remember, bro, it was tough times. It was some weird, tough times. I would go in, next thing you know, I would feel the love of the mother. Or you would just see how the mother open up. She like, hey, son, I know it's hard, but I got to do it this way, you know, because there's a certain way where she knows how to get the best out of you, man. And it may be a little difficult when you're going through it, but you're going to come out a better person, man. You're going to come out a better person. And you ain't even got to do nothing bad, bro, and she might throw you in some stuff. You know what I mean? But you won't get scathed. It's just what it makes you, bro. It makes a good soldier. It makes a good God. It makes a good goddess. It just makes a good being. But it don't happen all the time. It's like Moses and Job and Paul and, you feel me? David, and you feel me? That's what I love the Bible for, because the hardship made the person be able to contain the miracle. It's through the hardship. It's through the hardship you're able to contain everything that is given to you. It's because you're humble, your humility, you know. That's why I'll never run away from challenges, you know, because I know the great mother made me for this, man. The great mother made me for this. She made you for it, bro. She made you for it. So don't ever let it get to you, man. Don't ever let it get to you, bro. And bro, you will be sitting with the mother, bro, and she'll show you this is why we got to do it this way. I know it's tough, but when you get to where you finna go, you're gonna be like, I see why they did that. Because look at this. You had this depth. It creates depth. It makes you see more of the iceberg. You know, the tip of the iceberg. You get the whole iceberg from the top, and then you get the ice from the bottom. And then you get the iceberg surface, the water surface, the stuff you can't see. You get all that. You get all that and then some. It makes you to another person. It just makes you to a monster in a sense. Yeah. It's how they refine us, man. You just gotta take it on the chin. Sometimes you gotta take it on the chin. Sometimes you just gotta take it on the chin, bro. Take Ache it on the chin. And it is what it is. And like, yeah, and I just got something. People are projecting out here. I really don't care about people that ain't divine, bro. But she said this, the great mother. She's like, hey man, people are gonna project. People are gonna try to send you their nasty energy. Don't eat their energy. Don't go tit for tat. If they're not pulling a gun out on you, if they're not trying to hit you with a bat, you get what I'm saying. If it's not life or death, you ain't gotta go tit for tat. Because that little energy exchange, you can give them energy. We're not giving nobody that don't deserve your energy. So you really gotta make sure that you checking yourself right. No, I'm gonna let you think you won. All right, you won. You can have that. But you still stuck with your misery. You're still stuck with that stank energy. Like, yo, I'd rather be me than you because I know your mind ain't sitting too well. I know that mind ain't sitting too well just by me knowing that I won the battle. Because your mind is scattered. You didn't win your mind. You can't win the battle of your mind. You can't win the battle of your temptation. Or, I can tell you lost already. You're not mentally strong to go up with me. So that's not somebody I want to go tit for tat with because I'm giving you energy. Because you ain't even on my level. Why am I giving you free energy? You ain't paid for that. They're trying to pay because they want to get you in an argument. I'm like, no, man, do you know energy exchange, bro? Do you get how that go? So a lot of people, bro, you want a whole nother dimension. Let them people have it. You won. Hey, look, you won. That's why there be certain men out there, let's just say their wife arguing, bro. Their wife don't even probably know it consciously. They're trying to get some energy, bro. They're trying to get energy from you, bro. I'm like, you won, shawty, look. Hey, look, you won, shawty. You won, shawty. You won. Look, you can have that. Because I don't want your energy. Oh, swear to God I don't. I can tell you don't want it either because you're trying to push it on other people. That's what projection is. Nobody want that energy. You stay with that energy. You can have that. When you know what somebody doing, bro, and they trying to bait you in. They trying to isolate you out. They trying to get you to explode. You don't give them it. And all with their attempts to get your energy, it goes back to them 100-fold, bro. It's a boomerang effect. I learned that. There's times where it took a minute for me to get this. Like, yeah, bro. You ain't always gotta be able to give your energy away through positive means, like just convos and being around situations and taking in their convo, like listening. Sometimes it can be from arguing, you not liking somebody, you going on their level because motherfuckers can hate you and then they can act out and then you arguing. Then I'm giving them my energy, bro, because you feel drained after doing all that. You know what I mean? So I learned, like, yo, you won that, man. You won that because I know my ancestors don't play around with me. My ancestors are vicious. So it's like if it's a problem, they'll take care of it. If it's really a problem, my ancestors will deal with them. I ain't got to go tit for tat with this low vibration because without me being on a high vibration, there ain't no ascension for my ancestors. So anybody getting in my way, I know they're going to take care of that. Because our ancestors been rising because of alignment or obedience to stay on the narrow path. So your ancestors will take care of that. I'm like, oh, this person think they miss Big Bad Wolf. They think they Mr. Big Bad Wolf. All right, we gonna take care of that, son. We gonna take care of that, daughter. Just step away. What they say? Get behind me, Satan. What they say, nephew? Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me. Like, hey, man, I ain't got time for your crazy ass. Get behind me. You feel what I'm saying, bro? You just gotta read people, bro. Dude, being away from people, I can read people good, bro, because it's like this. That's grandmother will put you in isolation because she's strengthening your gifts. Because I'll be around people, bro. I can feel atmospheres. I can literally single out somebody and pick up their frequency. Like it could be 100 people in the room. And I can single out each of them people's frequencies and can tell who they is. And I can see their secrets. I can see somebody what they're hiding. It's just a gift. It's a gift. I can see what they're hiding. I can see what their fears are. That's just a gift. That's why she'll keep you away for a while, because she's strengthening things about you, bro. She's bringing out your gifts and your abilities. Like, you ain't just alone to be alone, bro. You ain't just alone to be alone. No, she's strengthening stuff in you. She's building you. She's building you in that gestation period, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? She's building you, bro. So don't ever think that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. She's honestly building your gifts. She's honestly building your gifts, bro. She's building you in that solitude, and then you're bringing out your gifts. Like, I just learned so much about people, being away from people. You feel what I'm saying? Cause yeah. She'll have your way. She'll have your way. She'll figure out a way to get you ducked to the side. But that's for your best. That's for your protection, bro. Cause especially if you're in your hometown. Especially if you're in your hometown, there's nothing good to be there. Especially when you arisen, you awaken, there ain't no good in your hometown, bro. You might find pockets, you might find people, but 98% of your hometown is gonna go against you. It is. You're not supposed to be in your hometown when you awaken to an extent, but that's why you gotta stay on the path, and the divine gonna open it up for you, bro. There's gonna be a point in time where they're gonna throw in the towel. There's gonna be a point in time where they're gonna throw in the towel for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just don't waver. Don't waver. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going, bro. Don't give up. Some of us are closer than we think, bro. And you just don't know it, man. I'm talking about, I'm not just saying it, I'm picking it up, bro. Because I know what my enemies are going through. I know what they're going through. And they're reaping what they've sown. So you got to flip the mirror. If they're reaping what they're sown, you're reaping what you sown. So, bro, don't give up because you don't see the results of the seed you planted, bro. You got to keep doing it, man. We don't do it for the reward. We do it because it keeps us in alignment. Remember that. We didn't get this far to get trophies. Yes, the good life comes with it. The good life comes with it, but we didn't do it for that. We're not like these fake people. We don't just be fake divine to get fake favor, to get fake support. We didn't do it that way. We did it regardless. We did it regardless, bro. Even if we are going through hardship, we're going to stay in that energy. We're not fake, but we're going to dip off because things are going our way. We're not fake with it. We're not fake with it, but you're reaping what you sown, bro. You're reaping what you sown. So don't give up. It's like that meme. That dude is real close to knock through and hit the goal. And he gives up. But you got that one person that it's like he probably got 6 inches, but he has that ambition. He got that drive. No matter what, even if I'm far, I'm gonna get it done. That's kind of like how I've been. I'm like, bro, I don't really look out the distance. I'm like, dude, it's hard, bro, but I can't go back. I'm like, dude, I can't quit. I be going through it because I'm like, dude, this path is a long path. But I never give up. I'm like, dude, I can't give up, bro. I'm so deep. Dude, I can't give up. What am I going to give up to? Nothing's better than this path, bro. This is all I got. The Great Mother is all I got. The Divine is all I got, so I can't give up. That's like me giving up on the Mother, man. I could never give up on the Mother, man. She put me out of situations that I couldn't have got out on my own, man. She gave me the clarity that nobody would have gave me. Yeah. I could never give up on a Great Mother. I don't care how tough it get, bro. You just don't want to give up on a Great Mother, man. You don't want to give up on a Great Mother, bro. Because it gets tough, bro, but she's not trying to break you, man. It's just what makes you, bro. It makes you into somebody that you needed to be. It makes you into somebody that you needed to be, bro. And it may get tough, But it ain't always going to be like that. You're going to see the love on the path. You're going to see why she did it. You're going to see why it mattered to go through that stuff. But you never give up on a great mother, man. Because she has a way of getting you back on your path like, son, daughter, this ain't what it is. You got to get back on that path. You know? Those are the ones that she has a lot of invested interest in. And she won't just let you veer off into anything. She won't just let you deal with everybody, bro. And I appreciate when she do that. I take that to the heart. Like, nah, she ain't just finna let you veer off into the sunset without you checking in. It's like when you're in LA and certain people gotta check in LA. I ain't never had to check in when I went to LA. But certain people gotta check in. Like, hey, you checking in with big homie. It's like you gotta check in. You know, certain people like you a gang. I don't want to say you're a gang, but you know, like not a gang, but you know, certain dudes gotta check in. Certain dudes gotta check in LA. That's basically, bro, when you've been on the path, you gonna have to check in with Big Mama. Big Mama like, no. Son, you too deep. You're too deep in this. It's like the mob. You could be so deep in the mob like, nigga, you ain't getting out of this. This mob ties for life. That's basically how it is with certain people with the great mother and the divine. Like, nah, man. Nah. Ain't no going back. Ain't no veering off on that little side road, son. Daughter, you getting back on the path. Too much invested interest. Too much times where you've connected to where, she's like, nah. You just ain't thinking right. We'll hijack your little reality real quick to get you on the path. And then you sit back, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm kind of glad they did that. You're not fighting it. It's good. It's good to have that type of support. Because sometimes we do veer off to the other road and it just don't get us nowhere. Yeah, it just don't get us nowhere, bro. But that's about it, man. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't really got too much to say. I think we got what we needed.
It's gonna be like 20 minutes.
Don't fight it. Stand. Sit still. Like, yeah, receive, bro. I'm talking about the ones that put in that. They put in that work. They put in that work. Just kind of let it flow, bro. And just be guided by your intuition. Like, you ain't got to force it. The divine makes supernatural things happen. The divine will make things happen. You know. Yeah, the divine will make things happen. You ain't got to force it. That's what I'm learning, bro. You ain't got to force it when you got Big Mama hawking down your neck. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. You're going to get where you got to get. You're going to get what you're supposed to get. You're going to go to where you're going to have to go to, bro. It ain't just you out here pushing. You got your ancestors. You got your spirit guides. You got Big Mama. The divine creator in a sense where everybody, the universal terms, the great mother's universal term, but some people are so concrete with it. They don't see it like that. So the universal creator. That's my girl. Shout out to her though. I'm not trying to copy her though. I'm not trying to mimic her, but I love how she say it. I love how she talk. You know, I'm not ever gonna mock her, but I said it because I love how she talk, not because I'm trying to mock her. You know, not out of mockery, out of flattery. But yeah, bro, things that just come. That's what they said. Stand still and receive. Stand still and receive and stay out the way. The better you are away from people, just the better right now. Because especially if you're in your hometown, especially when these people ain't divine, it's good to just stay away from people. Because the devil be jumping through people. Confirmation with that burp. The devil be jumping through people. It sucks, man. That's why I'm not gonna lie, man. I just like, the great mother made me tolerate certain stuff. So it's like, I'm numb to certain things, which is a good thing. Because if I wasn't, boy, oh boy, you feel me? I wouldn't even get half the shit I wouldn't even got half the shit I'm supposed to get, meaning my progress, because she make me work through some things, you know? But if it wasn't for her helping me work through some things, I probably wouldn't be here today this far on my path. You know, it is what it is, bro. But we here. We here, man. We here, baby. Still here kicking it. Still here ascending. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But yeah, man, I don't want to drain myself. And I know I'm not getting drained, but I don't want to make this too long. I don't think we got too much to say. I think we said what we said. Stand still and receive. That's about it. And then your enemies. We got to talk about your enemies. Oh, a lot of them are dropping, bro. This is the time where they're reaping what they're sowing. So you don't worry about them. Dude, that plot was going to be their last plot. That plot is going to be their last plot. That plan is going to be their last plan. A lot of these people ain't making it, bro. I'm not even going to lie, bro. A lot of these people ain't making it. So, because they're clearing the path for you. If they're clearing the path, that means they're clearing your enemies out your life. They're clearing those people that was stealing stuff from you. They're clearing them people that was holding information from you. They're getting those people out the way because they're obviously blocking. They're attempting to block you. They're attempting to prohibit divine intervention. So you got to get the people out the way, and they got a certain type of way how they do it. So just like, yeah, but keep staying on your path and don't retaliate. Yeah, they held it, but they're not going to be holding it for no longer, bro. And it's going to find you how it's supposed to find you, not how you want it. So that's why you just keep walking the path and don't worry about it. Don't worry about the how. Just know, has it happened yet? Just when. Don't worry about the how. Just focus on when. Like, I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. Stay in alignment, bro. That's it. Stay in alignment. Don't worry about it. See that's already done and know that your ancestors are working on it. Know that the divine is working on your behalf. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about that shit. I think that's about it. I don't want to drain myself. The sun coming back out. I'm like, you know what? It's training day. Dude, I gotta go train, bro. Yeah, I gotta go train. I ain't been training like that. Yeah, I gotta go train. But yeah, man, y'all have a wonderful day. I ain't dropping no music. I'm just spitting truth bomb after truth bomb after truth bomb. That's why I gotta give credit to the gamma wave. I've been listening to the gamma wave not even a whole 24 hours. And that gamma wave, bro, it's something about the gamma waves to your brain. It does something. It does something, bro. I don't know what it do, but it connects me to certain weird things. So I gotta give credit to the gamma waves because I did go to sleep with that gamma wave in my brain. So just listen to the gamma wave pure tone and to make it juicy, put your favorite song and put the gamma wave behind it. If you want to make it juicy. You ain't gotta go pay for them AI videos talking about, oh, the 7-second method to get you rich. They're just talking about gamma waves, bro. They're just trying to spin off and get some money off you. A real person gonna let you know. Dude, it's just gamma waves they're using. You know? It is what it is. Just tell them the truth, bro. Why you always trying to spin in there? Spinning to get a little bit of bread off somebody. Like, bro, I could have been making money. I could have been, like, taxing motherfuckers on this shit. But I'm like, bro, the great mother got me working like this. I'm not gonna get in that way and then make things harder for people to receive information and wisdom. And I know people probably steal, but them people not gonna be around for long. Like, yeah, the great mother not gonna let you just steal from me and benefit. Like, yeah, she gonna get you get caught up, so there's a reason why she take your ass down justfully and spiritually. Yeah, you ain't getting off the hook from stealing from me. You're not getting off the hook. But it get to a certain point where I'm like, nah, man, I don't do it for the money, bro. You can have all that money, and I'll still do it. Until the great mother say, don't do it no more, buddy. We're done with this. And I could be making all the money in the world. And then she pull me out and be like, okay, we're done then. We're done. I don't care about money, man. I don't really care about that stuff. I'm going to do what I got to do regardless. Fuck money. But yeah, man, that's about it, bro. I ain't got nothing to say extra. Like, we put all that wisdom in that bitch. Shout out to the Gamma Waves, though. Like, making my dreams potent, bro. I ain't gonna talk about my dreams here, but I peeped it. I'm like, oh shit, they gave me something to write down, bro. But I'm in the dream trying to write it down. I'm in the dream trying to figure out what the hell they tell me. I'm like, bro, you should have just woke up and wrote it down. They gave me a book. They gave me a book in my dreams, but I don't know. I don't remember. I'm like, bro, how can I remember that book? They gave me a book. I'm out, bro. I'm out. Peace. You guys have a good one, man.